Hello everyone, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. I've brought you this story about this Nigeria guy called Uchenna Okere. As we're talking now, this guy is dead. He died in UK in one city called Norwich. Norwich is outskirts of London. That's where this guy was killed. What happened to him was Uchenna was a master's student in University of East England, and he was renting a shared accommodation. In UK they have this kind of a house. Inside that house they have like 4 rooms or 5 rooms, and each person will be sharing each room, and they'll be using the same kitchen and the same toilet and bathroom. That's how outskirts of London houses is, all those shared accommodation. So this man Uchenna is 33 years old. He was a graduate of one university in Nigeria, I think in Abeokuta, yeah. And he was a worker. He was working in one bank. He was the head of auditor in a bank. You see, this guy had a good job. So he now moved to UK to go and study economics in the University of East Anglia, yeah, in Norwich. Norwich is outskirts of London. It's not far from London. It's like 2 hours drive or 1 hour drive from London. Just outskirts. So you see this house inside that picture. That's the house he was staying with one Congolese guy. There were many in that house, so like I said, it's a shared house. So he was staying with that house with this Congolese guy. The Congolese guy name is called Benjamin. You will see him later on my video. But they didn't show his face. They didn't show their face. They just showed the picture and the body, but they didn't show their face. So he was living in this shared accommodation with other people, including Benjamin. And they have quarrel. And Benjamin took out a knife and stabbed this our Nigeria brother to death. This is Benjamin. That's how he is. He's 27 years old. And our Nigeria brother is at 3 years old. That is how Uchenna died though in UK. So this Benjamin now has been arrested by the UK police, and they have remanded him in the prison pending investigation. He's 27 years old. Appears he's a student in that university. Because Norwich is very close to sea. It's like a boundary of England. They have sea around that place. So that's how our Nigeria brother died in UK. He left his home in Nigeria and came to UK, and he was killed. You see, this UK, the houses here, if you see the houses, you see, if Nigeria is good, Nigeria is safe, the security, Nigeria house is the best. However, let's come back to this guy's story. Now, the UK police, they have contacted this our Nigeria brother Uchenna, next of kin, back home. So we don't know anything about the case. Maybe the people around him, his close people around Uchenna, they will be able to sort Uchenna's burial out, because I don't know that. I just saw the news on the paper. So this UK, if you see the house, like I said, it's shared accommodation, and everybody use toilet and kitchen. And if you see the way some people, other tenants are behaving, if you don't have tolerance, you will quarrel with your colleague, with your co-tenant. Because some tenants in all these houses in UK, some of them smoke, some of them play loud music, some of them bring visitors, and your room and their room is close by. So if they are making noise, you'll be hearing in your room. That's how UK houses oh. Because it's the one house, they share one room. So some people do more than each other, and if you are not tolerant, you will end up fighting with your neighbor. I used to live in that kind of house. Some people will come home at night, they will put door down. Some people will use kitchen, they will not clean it. Some people will use toilet, they will not clean it. So many small things bring quarrel in shared accommodation in UK. In these houses they stay in UK. So many things bring quarrel. That is why in UK, if it's possible, I keep saying that if you are a man and woman, you have a girlfriend, you and your girlfriend stay together and rent a flat. If it's possible. But if it's not possible, you rent your room and tolerate everything you see with your co-tenant in the house. Because some co-tenants, they have behavioral problem. Even though we are all blacks, they have behavioral problem. You have to be extremely tolerant to endure the behavior. And if you don't enjoy the behavior, you people start quarreling. One day quarrel will lead to something else. I will tell you a story of what happened when I used to live in one sharing. I remember that was years ago. I was living in this house. There was one adult guy. He brought in a white girl. This adult guy was quarrel with the rest of us in the house then. There was one other Albanian guy. He was very proactive. He was always talking back to this adult guy and his white girlfriend then. Then do you know what happened? This white tenant went to cook in the kitchen. He cooked in the kitchen because we all share the same kitchen though. Then he cooked in the kitchen and left his food there. This adult guy and this adult guy girlfriend put something in the rice, and this guy ate the food. And when this guy ate the food, this guy became very sick. He was rushed to the hospital, and the doctor now told him that he was almost poisoned. When the guy was discharged back to their house, do you know the guy that day did not stay in that house? He packed his things and went to go and stay with his friend. He now told me and the rest of us, look at what the doctor told him, that his food was poison. That's how all of us left the house. We left the house for the adult guy and his girlfriend. So many things happen in shared accommodation. Even though we are all Nigerians, we are all blacks. People have problem with attitude. That's why if you live in a shared house, you have to be extremely tolerant. If they are talking, just bear it, or else you might end up like what happened to my former neighbor then, or like what happened to this guy. People don't have tolerance. I wish Nigeria is good. Nigeria is better. Nigeria house is better. Nigeria have big land, big house. You stay comfortably. I wish Nigeria economy is good. Nigeria is better in accommodation, far better. You see many people in this UK. See many people in this that come from Nigeria to UK. They live their big house, mansion, good job. They come to UK and be staying in one room. So they'll be squatting with people. It's not easy. I wish that peace be in Nigeria, so that we all go back home and live peacefully, if it's possible. But the way I'm seeing it now in Nigeria, it's not possible anymore. Okay, for now, peace. Don't forget to share and like my video. Bye.